Hey everybody, today's update is all about mobile bases. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First of all, we are going to set some of our tugs to have the move or set up mobile base mission. We'll go ahead and set up both of our Lyran tugs to be able to do that. And now I'm already in the operational movement phase here. All right, so let's go ahead and we will move this tug. First, you can see that it's got this little tow truck on it. That's just my temporary little icon there for it being using that mission. You know, I've had this temporary stack movement screen for a long time with its move button here. I'm kind of experimenting now with actually setting up more of an action button panel. So since this stack includes a tug with this mission, of course, it's got now the move mobile base, set up mobile base, and remove mobile base options. But let's go ahead and we will move this guy down here where I've got a couple of mobile bases. And so you can see here now I can choose that I don't want to move one of them, so I can come in here, I can say, yep, all right, I want to grab this guy, get the notice that it's now under tow, and of course if I keep moving, it actually, of course, takes that mobile base with it. So let's say now I've got it in this spot here, let's go ahead and I want to set it up, and say, yep, that's the mobile base that I want to set up. It switches its little icon so I can see it's there. You got that message up here at the top that says it's now under construction. Before we kind of move on to the next turn, I want to scroll over here for a second to another tug that we gave the same mission to, but this tug is outside of the supply range. So the tug and its stored mobile base here are out of supply. So we're going to go ahead and set this one up just because I want to show that mobile bases don't generate supply like other base types do. So I'll set that one up. And so, yeah, now it's under construction. We'll go ahead and end our operational phase. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward around to the next turn. And so, boom, there you can see you've got notices here at the start of the turn that those bases have now become operational. And then let me just go ahead and hop forward to operational movement real quick. So now I can pop over here and take a look, and we can see that sure enough, if I look at that hex, I have a operational mobile base. Of course, it's not in supply. The tug's still not in supply. So like if I go ahead and move it out of the way, you can see that, of course, the icon updated there. So I can see that mobile base is now operational. Likewise, up here, I can see I have the operational mobile base. If I want to grab my tug now, move it back to this spot, I don't actually have to pick up the mobile base, so I don't have to do move. I can just choose setup. Say, yep, I want to get that guy set up. And now that one will be under construction. Let's go ahead and pop forward to next turn's operational movement. And of course, now I can see this mobile base is operational. One last thing for this part, at least, there is the remove mobile base. So since this is just a mobile base, I could actually say that, yep, actually I want to take it apart now. So I can do that, and that's gonna, now it's being removed. And sure enough, if I look at the icon, I can see it's switched back over to that setup one. So let's talk a little bit about mobile bases in combat. So over here in this battle hex, I have a Federation mobile base that is in the process of getting deployed. So if I say I want to do combat here, I can see, you know, from the Federation standpoint, you know, this is what I've got in the hex. I do have this tug that is setting up a mobile base. We're gonna not withdraw, and then it will do like we did with our other base battles. It has the option of doing approach battles or not. I'm going to say that we are not going to accept the approach battle, and so here it's telling me that, yep, we're going to have to fight the base, which is of course exactly what I want. So we will get our battle set up here. I'm not going to go ahead and use any command points right now. But let's take a quick look at things from the Federation's perspective here. As before, I can pick my flagship, but of course that mobile base has to be in since we said that we're going to have the battle at the base. I do have the option, though, to include the tug or not. So right now I'm going to actually not include this tug in the battle, which of course means that since the battle is taking place at the base and the tug is not part of the battle, I'm actually abandoning that base. I'm not going to bother with setting up the whole battle just because I just wanted to kind of show this one thing here. So if I choose to do that and I say I'm ready, now it says, yep, the mobile base has been abandoned. And we pop into the battle itself, and I can see that, well, unfortunately, that mobile base has already been destroyed. Okay, so let's start that battle over again, but this time we are not going to abandon that. And this time we're actually going to say that we're going to accept the approach battle. So now I'm not going to bother setting up my carriers this time, just because I want to show one thing here. So now I'm in an approach battle. The battle is not taking place at the base, of course, which I can see here that it's an approach battle. This time, though, since it is an approach battle, if I do include the tug, now in this scenario, the tug is abandoning that base. So when I hit ready, I can see that, yep, the mobile base has been abandoned. And I know right now it's only showing that message on one side. That's a little minor bug that I need to deal with. But again, same approach works there. So let's run through one more scenario. Okay, so let's run that battle one more time. This time we are not going to abandon the mobile base, so we can kind of see how the battle actually progresses. So we're not going to accept the approach battle so that we can actually have the fight at the base. We'll go ahead and set up our carriers. And we won't use any command points this time. So go ahead and just throw a bunch of Klingon ships on here. And in setting up our Federation force, we're going to make sure to actually include the tug in the battle force. That way the mobile base doesn't get abandoned. And you'll notice here in my combat potential, the mobile base is not being included because this base is still being set up. So it's not actually providing any combat potential into the battle. Okay, so now combat itself proceeds basically the exact same as it was before, but I won't be able to choose the mobile base as damage, either for directed damage or for voluntary damage, because the only way it can get destroyed is if that tug that is setting it up gets destroyed. So as I can see here, obviously the tug didn't get destroyed, so the mobile base is still part of the battle. Let's go ahead and run one more round of combat, but this time we're going to get that tug destroyed. Now, obviously, if you were playing the game for real, you would not voluntarily destroy this tug right now, but I'm going to go ahead and do that just so we can see that the mobile base itself does get destroyed when the tug gets destroyed. So you can see there that applied across there. So we'll go ahead and get a few more casualties here and get us one more thing I want to show you for today. So we'll go ahead and say, yep, we're going to retreat. The Klingons are not going to retreat. And so yeah, I do see that the mobile base is listed in my destroyed casualties. The last thing I wanted to touch on was, you can kind of see it here, I did make a fix, so now the icons on the main map display are also flipping over to show when they are crippled. So yeah, that's it for today. If you haven't watched the previous videos in the sequence, I'm sure one of them is linked on your screen right now. Go ahead and give that a watch, and otherwise I will talk to you later. Thanks, bye.